I'm Chazan Dr. Ramon Tassad, and Tape with Rabbi Doug is next.
We're gonna see Rabbi Doug. We're gonna see Rabbi Doug. We're gonna see Rabbi Doug on your TV tonight.
But Daddy, I want to watch Monday Night Football.
Forget about Monday Night Football. There's no other thing we're going to watch on Monday but Rabbi Doug.
Yeah, Rabbi Doug on TV tonight. We're gonna see Rabbi Doug. Oh, everybody talk about Doug.
Shalom, welcome to Taped with Rabbi Doug. We are here in Skokie, Illinois for the Sheerith Hapelitah 5771 dinner coming right before the new year, and we are here with my dear friend and entertainer, Marie Lewis. So good to see you. She sings in a number of languages. How many languages do you actually sing in?
Well, I sing in Yiddish and Hebrew and Russian and Polish, Italian, and
English
and some Spanish songs.
Right.
Yes.
And so, and I've heard her sing in all those languages, and she is certainly very talented. Tell me, first of all, now you were born in Poland, correct?
Yes.
And how old were you when you came out of Poland?
I was 17 years old.
17 years old. So you lived there till you were 17.
Yes.
And
I was born after the war.
after the war. Oh, we can tell you're so young. But seriously, I've known you for, gosh, 30 years or so now, and you've been entertaining all that time. Besides all the other things you do, your father was an entertainer as well. He was a joke teller, all of us shalom, oh yes, and a singer too, and he loved Yiddish music, and spoke with that beautiful Yiddish accent, which I always loved talking to him. You certainly have taken those traditions and lived by them and expounded with your singing career. When did you decide or know that you really were a singer and were able to sing?
Well, it was kind of discovered. I went to music school for piano. My father bought me a piano back in Poland. And to take piano there, you need to take other classes, which one was chorus, choir, you learn some songs. And just singing around the house, one of the songs, and my brother says, "Wow, you have a nice voice. Would you like to try out for our band? We need a singer." It was our Jewish community center there that they had a band but no singer, and they were planning to go to a festival in Wrocław. Yeah. Jewish bands.
So it was a Jewish band?
Yes.
Very nice. What was your first language? Did you speak Polish first or Yiddish first?
Polish.
Polish
yes.
first.
But I heard Yiddish around me all the time. But there was no possibility to go there to Yiddish school or anything like that.
Tell me, because a lot of people want to know, your father was a survivor.
Right.
How does someone in your father's situation, how was he able to return to Poland? How did that all work and raise a family there? Because obviously it was a very hard thing for people to do, and a big decision to say, I want to go back home now that the war is over.
Right, right. He was lucky to escape the Holocaust all the way to Russia. And after the war, he wanted to go back to see if he can find any of his relatives, if they're alive at all. And that's how he came back to his city, which was Helm, Lublin, and he didn't find anyone. But the Polish government gave him a city where he can settle down. He was poor, he had nothing, you know. He was married at that time, and a child, 4 months old. That was my brother, older brother. And they gave him the city to go to, gave him an apartment, gave him a job, and that's where they stayed. And I was born a couple years later, and but he was always like trying to get out, to go somewhere else for better life, because you know what happened during the war. And it took him a long time to get permission. My younger brother was born. I lived there like 17 years, and in 1965 we were able to emigrate to the United States thanks to HIAS, Hebrew Immigration Aid Society. They helped, and there were a lot of families like that, that fathers escaped the Holocaust, and then they came back to look for families and settle down.
And then when they were able to leave, they did.
Yeah.
Very nice. And you, of course, raised your children in a traditional Jewish home, sent your children to Jewish day schools, and a mazel tov on your new granddaughter, which I was privileged to actually converse with your son about the Hebrew name. He and I were talking up and back. He asked me some opinions. I don't know if you knew that or not, but it's very, I was very honored that he asked me, and we had a nice talk, and I love the name Yochana. It's beautiful, beautiful. So it's very exciting. You have a lot of simchas, a lot of nice things going on here. What do you think, being here in America, what do you think had you continue on and learn all these languages which you knew, learn to sing in all these languages? Certainly Hebrew, Yiddish, and Polish were the easiest because that's how you grew up, with Hebrew, Yiddish, and Polish within your family. But how did you learn all the other languages and songs and so on?
Well, Russian we had to learn in Poland. So
it was required.
It was required from the 5th grade on, I believe. And so I learned it there. Now Yiddish, my father really introduced me to all these songs, and he helped me with translations, and he helped me to tell me what's it all about, and I just developed a love for these songs. And Hebrew, I understand a little bit, not much, but I went to Israel a few times, and I love those songs too. And they're like with me all the time. My performances are really surrounded with these songs. Italian, it's just, you know, you study some, I studied an American Conservatory of Music here, and I had to learn some light opera or arias, and they're all were in Italian. But for me, it was easy to read because that's close to phonetics of Polish and so on. So that's how I became to about Italian songs. But mostly my love for Yiddish and Hebrew songs is there, and it always will be.
Well, it's inbred within your family and passed down to you. It's beautiful.
Well,
we are going to listen at this program today to Marie sing. She has a pianist with her. What is her name, your accompanist?
Alla Gorelick.
Alla. And you have your Boris, your violinist. What is his last name?
Boris Gorelick also. They're husband and wife.
They're husband and wife?
Yes.
I didn't know.
Yes.
And,
because this group asked me to bring violinist. I had him here once more before, and they really enjoyed that extra sound.
They're wonderful and wonderful together, wonderful with you. So stay with us here on Taped with Rabbi Doug. Ladies and gentlemen, Marie Lewis.
Rabbi Doug, he has a TV show, and we'll of course play something to
Stay with us. We're here on Taped with Rabbi Doug. I'm here with Miriam Lewis, who's entertaining, and we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Theodore Bickel, and you're watching Music Taped with Rabbi Doug.
Thank you so much for inviting us. I hope you enjoyed the program. We have a couple more songs. We usually finish this program with beautiful Yerushalayim Shel Zahav. So please join us.
Come
Well, welcome back. Just wonderful. It was wonderful listening to you. It was, the people enjoyed. Saw them singing along with you. I saw them dancing with you. It was really a nice program today. Do you still perform pretty regularly?
Yes, I try to get more concerts.
Wonderful.
That's what I call them, shows, concerts.
Very nice. Well, I want to welcome everyone back and thank Marie Lewis for this beautiful music. I want to wish you all the best, and I want to wish you all the best. Remember, you can check out our website, www.tvrabbi.com, where you can also watch our shows on the web. And if you want to email me, info@tvrabbi.com. I will be happy to forward your emails to Miriam Lewis, who will certainly get back to you by email. If you want to send her a note, I'll be happy to do that. And I want to thank you for being with us. Remember, we're on every week at this time. Once again, Miriam Lewis, thank you for being with us, and thank you for being with us. Hope to see you next time right here on Taped with Rabbi Doug. Shalom, everyone.
Thank you.
Once upon a time, there was a tower where we used to raise a glass or two. Remember how we loved away the hours and think of all the great things we would do. There was the world that days.
This has been a Taped with Rabbi Doug production.